This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Detroit Lions. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
He'll drop to throw. It's caught. Mitchell. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 3rd down, turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On second down, Swift. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start.
1st and 10. It's Dobbins. He's got it to the 43 here.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ends up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And the tight end goes in motion left. The tight end in motion right. In motion, the tight end. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup at 13 sets them up 1st and goal. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Second and goal from the 1. Turn to the power game to try to get in. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Koo knocks this one through the post, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights, national television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Swift going to try up the middle. And some space here. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. First down, and they go with Swift again. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a give right side Swift. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Check, man. Check, man.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And his kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Play action, Corral. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2 minutes remain in the 1st half of this NFC Championship. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have moved out in front. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Let's go now. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And some room to maneuver.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, the coverage there airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
54 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. Right back to Dobbins on first.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. He rifles one that's intercepted. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On second down and 4. Corral looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
On first and 10, it's Swift. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This one from 35 yards away. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Dobbins. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On third down, here's Dobbins. And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down. Here's a give to Dobbins.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Corral on 3rd and 2. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A handoff running left is Dobbins.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
98 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They'll go again with Dobbins.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that's going to tie us at 13. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Second and 5. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And this is good for a first down, his second grab in this NFC Championship bout.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
You've got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Third and long, Corral. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. They'll run right here with Swift. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Part of a tie game in the 4th quarter. You and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Swift going to try up the middle. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Swift. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 4.
In motion comes the tight end left. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll try and run here with Swift. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 95 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
I used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 11 now. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Corral to throw. Finding Sutton.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one, got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
In motion goes the tight end.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Corral.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here's Corral.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
One final play for Corral.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and we are all tied at 16 apiece.
The score, all tied.
Well, 4 quarters couldn't settle things. It's going to take overtime to figure out who wins the George Halas Trophy and punches their ticket to the Super Bowl. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
First throw of the extra session for Corral.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
A nice start for them here to overtime, and maybe the plan here is don't do anything too crazy. Don't try for some big play, Charles. Just move the chains, put the pressure on the defense.
Well, these early first downs are certainly nice confidence builders as they begin overtime because even though you just played 4 quarters, the feeling's entirely different when you take the field in OT because you just want to settle in, as you suggested, keep the ball moving, and rely on your opponent to make that first big mistake.
132 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Dobbins trying the left side. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl. What do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? And it looks like Green Bay's got this thing. Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse, that gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre with the Vikings has the destiny. But they're in New Orleans. It's the Saints. And they get it done. And in overtime, go on to the Super Bowl. They won that one. They beat the Colts, correct?
Yep. A couple of the more memorable ones for sure.
Here's Dobbins.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the magic of that stadium in that freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there?
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl that year. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call the timeout. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And you definitely can make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light is still on for him. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Hockenson crossing the middle and bringing it in. A field goal on this drive would extend the game. A touchdown, of course, would win it. It's 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second and 9 now. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. The slot man in motion right.
Now a give right side Swift.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This a long one to try and keep us going in overtime. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete.
The Falcons are Super Bowl bound. Time for us to sign off. Thanks for watching, and good night.
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons of kings, the graves of God. The moon, the light, the fools, the frogs. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled.